Okay, so now we have the beads on the string and we are going to tie it. Like I said before, this is probably going to be the most frustrating part for most of you, but just bear with me. You might have to try it a few times. They might fall all over the place. The bracelet might blow up. It might get really irritating, but just stick with it and you'll get the hang of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my beads down and kind of stretch out the string, grabbing both ends in one set of hands. Then I'm going to tie it like you would tie a balloon. So you're going to take the ends, go under, and go through. And then I'm going to hold that knot and push it down so it's nice and tight right up against the beads. I'm going to do the same thing several times. Get the knot as close to the same spot every time, so that it's right on top of each other, and then kind of pull it a little tight so that the knot doesn't slip undone. That's the one bad part about the elastic, is that it is kind of slippery and it will kind of slide around a little bit. But once you get a few knots in, it shouldn't move and it should go really easy. Just like tying a balloon. I've tried a lot of other knots. Can't find any that hold as well. This is just the best way to do it. Trust me, I think the first kandi I made took me over an hour to tie, which was super frustrating because I'm pretty creative and crafty. So the fact that it took me that long was a little crazy. All right, so now I have a nice big knot in it, and you can see like it's not going anywhere. And then I'm just going to cut that tail off. And you want to leave a little bit of stretch, but not a whole lot. Yes, I throw it on the floor, and I usually vacuum it up afterwards. And I'm going to pull it so it's inside of that heart bead. It usually fits really well inside the regular pony beads. The decorative ones can be a little tricky. So that is your God is Love. And it's a little big on my wrist, but that's okay. I have super small wrists, and a lot of ravers will wear them even up higher, so it'll stay up higher on my arm too, or it could fit really well for a dude. Anyway, so before I turn the video off, I just want to share a few of our other favorite bracelets that we've made, kind of some phrases, get you pumped and stoked. This one says made new. I'll give you some ideas on what we write. This one says peace, has a little peace symbol, totally hippie. God of the impossible, like I said, I always try and put crosses. You want to be really clear about what you're writing, like the peace thing. You know, peace obviously can only come from God, but other people will have peace. That's okay. You just want to be clear in the message that you're sending that it has to do with God. This one says comfort, unconditional love, set free. I love this one. Wanted, faith, soul on fire, Messiah. Names of God are always good. There's just such power and authority when you use the name of God. Only God can. Come as you are. Joy. Always, the fruit of the Spirit works really well. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, mercy, grace, all that stuff. Be captivated. Again, little cross. Redeemed. Emmanuel. I got another name of God. Come as you are. We want people to know that they don't have to have it all together to receive Jesus. Fight for faith. This is kind of an unusual one, but God was really clear that that was something we needed to do. Worthy. Again, a lot of people don't think they deserve God's love because they've messed up so much. This one says beauty for ashes, and you can see it's got the cool little rosebud in there. Unconditional love again. Jesus loves you. Sorry, some of these are hard for me to read upside down. My chains are broken. Again, that's a new one that we've never done before, but God was clear that that was something that needed to be written, known. Of course, God knows the hearts of all men. Amazing grace. Mourning into dancing. That one is huge, so that must be for Jude. And hope. Again, for the Spirit are good. Other things you can write is Jesus loves you. God is love. Open heaven. God's peace. Pray. Again, it just needs to be really clear that we're talking about God and that there's a clear message to give to them. God has been really gracious in using these to speak directly into people's lives and letting them know that whatever the situation is they're dealing with or whatever they're asking God for, it's always right there. He's so good. And this is part of our words of knowledge that we're receiving, and we're able to pour these things out onto these kids and love them and leave them with something that's tangible that they can look at the next day and know that that thing really did happen, to remember God's grace and his love by that night. If you have any other questions about candy making or 5-8 life, please let me know. Hopefully I will have answers for all of those things. And I really, really cannot express to you people who have stepped forward, and especially those of you who don't even live in Colorado and who said, hey, I want to make candy and I will send it to you. My heart is so full and so blessed by your willingness to partner with us, to carry this burden and to love these kids. I'm just praying for a return on your heart that expands so full that you didn't even see this blessing coming, but I know God is going to call out to you, and he's going to reach you, and he's going to love you, and he loves your willing heart to serve these kids. Thank you for your time, and just let me know if you need anything. Thanks, girls. Bye.